What's going on, everybody? My name is Classic, and today we're doing another top 10 mounts. And this time I actually changed the background, or whatever you want to call it, changed place a little bit. We're in a more darker place, if you want to say so. But let's just jump right into it, and hope you like it. Okay, so we're starting it all off here at the number 10 spot. We got the Cbraid Stallion. I hope I pronounced that right. But the Cbraid Stallion is on a unique horse mount. You buy it in the or not. You don't buy it in the store. You buy it in or the digital or pre-order edition or something like that. I don't know. But there will be a text on it. But it's a freaking like, you know, if you want a unique horse mount, this is basically a mount you need to get. You see at the back here we got a little light or a candle, and it really fits the, like, you know, the pirate or the coast scene, if you want to say so. And I like the details. You get backpacks on it and a little bit of armor, and it's a pretty unique horse. So yeah, that comes at the number 10 spot. At the number 9 spot we got the Grand Black War Mammoth. Basically why I chose this mount is because I haven't had many recruiter firm mounts or in-game shop mounts, and why this can relate to it, because this is the actually a mount where you can have two seats for your friends, and you get a pretty low drop rate. But it's, if you don't like the recruiter firm mounts or in-game shop mounts, you should really go for this one. It's a low drop chance, but like, you know, you can try it if you want to. Like, you don't lose anything. Except time maybe. But it's basically just a nice, if you don't like the normal recruiter friend mounts, you know what I mean, the whole thing. So you should really go get this one if you don't have it, and if you got some friends to play with. And yeah, that's why I chose it at the number 9 spot. At the number 8 spot we got the Darknessian Saber, and there will be two Saber or tiger mounts in this video, so that's a little spoiler. But this is one of them, and you can't put it so high up or low, whatever you want to say, on the list, because it is basically just a normal tiger, just different color and different armor color and the eyes, but it's a freaking it stands out from the other normal tigers, not the Swift Zulian or the Spectral tiger, but from all the others I think this one actually stands out pretty much. And I really like the purple eyes and these, like, you know, yellow or orange armor pieces, and the gray, white, black fur on it. And yeah, it's a cool lightsaber mount, and it's a pretty hard, not a hard grind, but it is a grind to get it. So, but yeah. At the number 7 spot we got Hound, or the Hound. And like, who doesn't want to ride on a freaking two-headed beast or dog, like, and it's like, you know, covered in molten lava, or yeah, and then these, like, you know, spikes on its head or horns, whatever you want to call it, the iron armor pieces. It's a freaking cool mount. It's beastie as hell, and you can match some pretty good transmog with this mount as well. For example, the Molten Core Warrior set, I think. It's not called that, but you know what I mean. Like, you know, the shoulder pads, or the these faces, or the shoulder pads. But forget about that. But it's basically a really cool looking lava mount, basically, and I really like the model on it, and it's a freaking two-headed beast. So yeah, that's why it comes at the number 7 spot for me. At the number 6 spot we got the Fossilized Rapture. I think I pronounced that right. But it's a freaking bone raptor, like, come on, who doesn't like it? But it's a farming mount, and it's basically just, if you don't, like, you know, if you're on alliance as me and don't have access, or you have access but, like, you know, you're lazy and don't want to buy, like, you know, just pay the horde side to get the raptor mounts, then you can farm this mount if you want to. My guy comes and ruin the video. Bye. But it's basically just a good looking raptor mount. If you don't want like, you know, if you don't like or don't have horde characters, then there's more raptor mounts you can choose from. But I really like this one, and because it's a freaking, it reminds me of, like it reminds a lot of people. Here comes another one. Okay, but it actually reminds a lot of people of the T-Rex, I think, and yeah, I really like it because it's the freaking bone raptor. So yeah. At the number 5 spot, we got the Crimson Pandaran Phoenix. The Crimson Pandaran Phoenix is basically, or actually all of the, not all of the Pandaran Phoenixes, because some of them look like, you know, rusty and just like, you know, old and not as beautiful. Like, no, it doesn't have such colors as the Crimson one, and I think many people think that way as well. And just look at it, you got this, like, you know, bright orange or red, and this little necklace, or yeah, and there's like azure blue eyes. I don't know what to call it, but it's like light blue green, little green eyes. It's like, you know, it's beautiful basically, and it's a nice looking phoenix mount, and it's one of the few phoenix mount in the game, and you can't get this one unfortunately anywhere now. It's an achievement. Yeah, you have to get silver medallion or some shit like that. But it's a gorgeous mount basically, and yeah. At the number 4 spot, we got the Headless Horseman's mount, or Horseman mount. And the main thing I like about this mount, it's because it's a undead horse basically, and yeah, freaking glowing. I don't know. I call it feet, but I know it's called something else probably. And it's a freaking flying horse. Like, when you look at it when it starts flying, it's yeah. I don't have words for it. I'm not over exaggerating or anything, but it's like, or maybe that's the wrong one. You know what I mean. But it's basically a freaking flying horse that has fiery legs or feet, and like, you know, it's glowing from its nose and its eyes, like, you know, this greenish color, and yeah, it's a freaking badass horse mount. You should really try to get it now when it's Halloween soon. You can actually get it. It's a really low drop rate, and so many people are farming it, but yeah, go for it. At the number 3 spot, we got the June Scavenger. The June Scavenger is, well, the main thing I like this one is because, not the grind or anything, I actually bought this from the auction house. It's 2 to 3 or maybe 400k gold, maybe 500, depends on your server. And the main thing I like about it is because it's a freaking hyena, and it's the first hyena mount I think you can actually ride in the game, and you have this, like, no, the sand, you really recognize the sandish theme of it, and like, it looks badass basically, and you got this, like, no, it's pretty, this part is pretty cute. You got this, like, no, it's got this little bone pouch here. I really like it, and got all of the bones, the skulls on its side body, and yeah, it's a freaking badass mount. So that's why I think it comes at the number 3 spot for me. And at the number 2 spot, or the second spot, we got the Swift Spectral Tiger. And this basically, I know you don't see this on so many, like, no, videos of top 10 mounts or whatever, or maybe you do, I don't know. But it's basically the thing I like it. I don't think it's, like, you know, old or something. It's a freaking, like, no, ghost tiger, and you got all of these, like, you know, you can see right through it, and the Swift version is so much cooler, and I'm so glad I own it. And okay, hi. But it's basically a freaking ghost tiger, or yeah, you know what I mean, with the freaking cool armor on it, and I really like the bright colors of it. And you don't see it, it's not so bright here in these colors, but like, you know, the environment makes it look dark, but it's, you know, you can check out pictures of it, and you know, pretty much every WoW player knows what the Swift Spectral Tiger looks like, and yeah, it's a freaking ghost tiger. So yeah. And at the number first, or number one spot, whatever you want to call it, it's the Astral Cloud Serpent. The Astral Cloud Serpent it's basically, when I previewed the Infinite Time River, is a magnificent mount, and this is actually my most, like, the mount that I always wanted to get, and like, I have it now, and every time I use it or see it in my collection, I'm like, damn, I can't even believe it for myself. It's a pretty low drop chance as well, and not so many people have it. But it's not because of that. It's because, like, I like the Spectral theme, like, the ghost theme, and I really like this. I really like space a lot. So if you didn't know that about me, and when, like, it's a freaking ghost dragon with like, these stars inside of it that's glowing or sparkling. It's nothing that can beat that for me, and yeah, I don't have so much to say about it. It's a freaking amazing mount, and if you like these kind of mounts, just go for it, man. And I think as well it's one of the most beautiful mounts in the game, but that's just me. And yeah, that's why it comes at number one spot for me. And that was basically my top 10 mounts for this episode, and I really hope you liked it. And yeah, if you got any ideas or something, let me know. And this was it for me, and I see you guys in the next video. Bye.